This is not only a 360 video, it's stereoscopic 3D, which means it's best experienced with your smartphone, also being viewed through a 3D VR viewer like Google Cardboard. There's a little viewer icon at the bottom right that you can use to switch between 2D and 3D viewing. The City of the Dead is an amazingly morbid urban phenomenon in Cairo, Egypt, where the living share homes with the dead. A community of grave squatters developed a village in the city's oldest Muslim cemetery grounds. Over thousands of years, people were buried in mausoleums on family-owned plots, and as family lines dried up or family members immigrated overseas, family mausoleums became abandoned, only to be re-inhabited by living squatters who eventually claimed ownership over the properties. It must be noted, however, that some families have merely moved onto their family grave plots because they were displaced. It's morbid to imagine moving into a dwelling and knowing there's literally skeletons in the closet and drawers. In this room, I found a hole in the floor to where bodies had been buried in a chamber. The chamber was flooded, and I can only imagine if there were still bones floating around down there. It's estimated there's 500,000 people living in the City of the Dead, and it's surprisingly developed with a post office, a police station, and electricity. The city has pockets that are inhabited and other areas that are just graves. One thing we were told was that this side, being that it was less inhabited, was not very safe. Within the City of the Dead is the tomb of Muhammad Ali and his royal family, which is among several large tombs in the City of the Dead that are tourist sites. Ali was actually Albanian, however, through being a general in the Ottoman army who fought the French to retake Egypt, Ali became the Pasha, or King of Egypt. Also, there was some political maneuvering that went into it, of course. Ali is regarded as the father of modern Egypt, his legacy having lasting effects on Egypt's current government. In this tomb was buried Ali's wives, children, descendants, servants, distinguished statesmen, and counselors, which totals nearly 600 people. This room was the shabbiest of tombs, so I assumed it was reserved for the divorced wives and family members who had been executed for treason. Okay, here we go.
Go.
Overall, I loved going to the City of the Dead. It was an off-the-beaten-track sightseeing experience that showed me a glimpse into other cultures that live very geographically separate from myself.